Good day to everyone. We are the group 3 for the post-laboratory discussion for the experiment 8, which is all about the aspirin. So, for our objectives, at the end of the activity, the students are expected to first figure out the physical and chemical properties of aspirin. Second, to perform different detection tests used for aspirin. For the introduction, aspirin is also known as acetylsalicylic acid, which is one of the most widely used medications in the world. It belongs to a group of drugs called salicylates and is mainly used to relieve pain, reduce fever, and lower the inflammation. For the apparatus that we used, we have the beaker, hot plate, water bath, litmus paper, funnel, watch glass, glass steering rod, filter paper, and balance. However, sa ato ang litmus paper, since wala may available na litmus paper ang laboratory, we were not able to check ang asong acidity sa ato ang product. For the chemical reagents, we have aspirin. So ang atong aspirin is mao na siya ang ato ang starting material, which is mao nang gigamit nato sa ato ang for the testing. Next, we have the NaOH or ang ato ang sodium hydroxide. Mao na siya nag-act as ato ang strong base, and then mao na siya ang nag-help sa ato ang aspirin molecules nga mag-break down or mag-break apart. Sa atong ice water, mao na siyang gigamit nato pang shock sa ato ang solution, which is nag-help na siya rapid cooling, which helps the salicylic acid turn back into a solid crystals nga katong nag-form nga nakita nato. Next is we have the sulfuric acid, which is ang atong H2SO4. This is added at the end to neutralize the base and allow the crystals to form. For the ferric chloride, which is ang atong FeCl3, this is our indicator sa atong solution. So it reacts with one part sa atong aspirin to turn into a bright purple or violet color. And lastly, we have the ethyl alcohol, which is used in the final step to help detect the vinegar part of the aspirin, which is ang acetate, by creating a fruity smell sa gimension sa pre-lab discussion. For the next, we have for the procedures is we have heat 0.3 to 0.5 grams of aspirin for a few minutes with little sodium hydroxide solution. So in this step, it is to break the aspirin down. So we heat the aspirin with the sodium hydroxide, and this forces a reaction, which is ang atong hydrolysis, para ma-break down nato ang acetyl group away from the atong salicylic group. Second is we cool by setting the test tube in ice water and then acidify the solution with sulfuric acid. So in this step, the cooling and acidifying, so we put the test tube in ice water and add the sulfuric acid. So this causes the salicylic acid to turn back into a solid crystal. Third is test a portion of the product that will crystallize out using ferric chloride test solution. So in this step, we are testing for the salicylic acid. So we take those crystals from the filter paper, and then we add ferric chloride solution. Now if the precipitate or the crystals turn into a deep violet or purple na color, then that means we have successfully proven nga naay salicylic acid ang part sa ato ang aspirin. And lastly, for the fourth one, the second component of hydrolysis of aspirin is tested by adding in the filtrate, a few drops of ethyl alcohol, and a few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid or H2SO4. So for this one, we are testing for the acetic acid. So sa ato ang leftover liquid or atong filtrate, ang filtrate kay kato na siya nasa ato ang beaker nga gi-separate nato from the crystals, which is mo na siya ang gigamit sa ferric chloride, and then ang katong liquid part mo na siya ato ang filtrate katong nabilin. So we added alcohol, more specifically ethyl alcohol, and then we added more acid katong ato ang concentrated sulfuric acid. Now if we smell something sweet or kana na siya fruity odor or kana na siya nail polish gani nga odor, So it confirms that there is a presence of ethyl acetate, which proves that the other half of the aspirin is an acetyl group.
So let's proceed sa observation. So makita na dito sa picture, man siya ang katong result sa procedure 2 nga gi-mention ni Aaron kanina. So next slide, muna siya ang katong sa test tube 1 na ay crystal and test tube 2 katong na ay liquid. So sa test tube 1, ang diaspirin or diacetyl salicylic acid is nag-undergo siya og alkaline hydrolysis when na-heat siya together with sodium hydroxide. And nagka-produce siya og kanang salicylic acid and acetate ions after sa acidification with sulfuric acid. So dito na nag-form og crystals. So the crystals together with ferric chloride. So the ferric chloride nag-react siya with phenolic OH group. So present in salicylic acid but not in intact aspirin. So kani nga reaction is nag-form siya og dito na nga naa na siya color complex which is purple or violet. Makita na to sa picture. So violet yun na siya. So sa test tube 2 katong liquid nag-add mi og ethanol and concentrated sulfuric acid. So the esterification reaction should occur forming ethyl acetate which na siya characteristic na fruity odor. So the reaction for this is acetic acid plus ethanol. So yung product is ethyl acetate plus water. So in presence of sulfuric acid.
So for aspirin, its chemical name is acetylsalicylic acid. Its molecular formula is C9H8O4. For its physical state, it is solid at room temperature. For its form, it is white, inodorous, or kanang wala siya baho, odorless siya, crystalline powder that has a sweet acidulous taste. For its acidity, it is a weak acid. For its properties, it is mostly odorless, sa katong dimension again na wala siya baho. However, it may smell like vinegar if it starts to break down in moist air. For its stability, it is stable in dry air, but hydrolyzes or kanang mag-break down siya when exposed to moisture or kanang mga basa na lugar. It turns into salicylic acid and acetic acid, which causes the vinegar smell.
So good day everyone, I am the next reporter of this group. So the next topic is the toxicity of this drug aspirin. So mild level indicates 150 to 300 mg per kilogram. So at this level kay ang mga symptoms kay magbigin to magpakita na, so kani siya kay not life threatening but mag-indicate na ang atong body is already ga-react sa excess pain. Another one is toxic effect, more than 300 mg per kilogram. So at this dose, the poisoning becomes more serious. So the drug start affecting multiple systems like sa atong body, especially sa brain, lungs, and blood chemistry. Another one is severe or life-threatening. So more than 500 mg per kilogram. So at this level, mag-cause na siya major organ damage including brain dysfunction, severe acid imbalance, and even death if not treated immediately. So, ang signs and symptoms of this is for mild to moderate toxicity, anti-nausea, and vomiting. Muna ka ng ang aspirin, mag-irritate sa atong stomach lining, which mag-cause siya discomfort and repeated vomiting. So, this can also lead sa dehydration. So, ringing of the ear, kanang magtagsing og tingog ang atong dalunggan, which ang patient often mag-report sa buzzing or ringing sa sound, which indicate the rising salicylates levels sa atong blood. Another one is sweating, diaphoresis. So the body metabolism increases, leading to excessive sweating as it tries to release heat. So another one kay dizziness. This may result from dehydration. So mag-low ang atong blood pressure or direct effects sa atong brain. And another one kay fast breathing or hyperventilation. So ang aspirin kay mag-stimulate sa center sa atong brain which mag-cause siya rapid breathing. So this lead to condition like respiratory alkalosis where carbon dioxide level kay mag-decrease, and restlessness kay ang atong patient kay permi siya maka-feel og anxious, agitated, and unable to stay still due to stimulates of the central nervous system. For severe toxicity, so natay severe confusion or agitation. So atong brain significantly affected. So mag-lead siya og disorientation, confusion, and aggressive behavior. Another one kay metabolic acidosis, kay it happens because aspirin mag-disrupt sa atong energy production sa cell, mag-cause siya acid accumulation, and high fever, hyperthermia. So atong body mag-produce siya excessive heat due to mag-increase ang metabolism, which can worsen dehydration and organ damage. Seizure kay severe toxicity can trigger abnormal electrical activity leading to mag-convulsion. And coma, so in extreme cases, the patient may lose unconsciousness due to the severe brain dysfunction. Irregular breathing, kanang malisod o ginhawa o low blood pressure, magbaba ang atong BP.
So, aspirin toxicity occurs when excessive intake sa aspirin can lead to severe metabolic disturbances. So, wala pa specific nga antidote for aspirin toxicity. So, the management focuses on reducing absorption, enhancing elimination, and removing toxin in severe cases. For the treatment, first, si activated charcoal. So, the dose for activated charcoal is 1 gram per kilogram. Then, ihatag siya within 1 hour after ingestion. It helps reduce further absorption of salicylate. Second is intravenous sodium bicarbonate. So, it is used for urinary alkalinization. So, ang initial dose ni IV sodium bicarbonate is 2 millimole per kilogram slow IV bolus, followed by infusion na ang dose niya is 1 millimole per kilogram per hour. So, the goal sa kaninga treatment is ma-maintain ang pH nga more than 7.5. It enhances renal elimination of salicylate. And for severe poisoning, severe case sa aspirin toxicity, ang treatment niya is hemodialysis. It rapidly removes salicylate from the blood and also corrects acid-base and electrolyte imbalance.
So in conclusion, through this experiment, we confirmed that aspirin is a chemical compound that can be broken down into two main parts when heated with a specific liquid. So by cooling the mixture and adding an acid, we saw new crystals that form. And when we tested these crystals with a special solution, katong ferric chloride test solution, the color change, which is ang katong purple or violet color, proves that we have successfully pulled out that one of aspirin's building blocks. We also discovered that the leftover liquid, or ang atong filtrate, had a fruity smell, or katong nail polish nga odor after adding a bit of alcohol, and that shows that the second part of the aspirin was also present, which is the acetyl group. Overall, the test proves that aspirin is not just a single solid piece, but is made of different parts that we can separate and identify through these simple chemical steps.
Questions. So the first question kay what does aspirin become standard for heart attack prevention? So aspirin is a standard drug for preventing heart attack because it helps stop blood clot formation. So siya strong antiplatelet effect. It works by preventing platelets in the blood from sticking together, kanang magkumpul-kumpul, which is magclot. So this reduces the chance of blockage in the arteries that can lead to a heart attack or stroke or something na mga cardiovascular diseases. Because of its effectiveness, affordability, and widely use, aspirin is commonly used for people who are at risk of cardiovascular disease.
So, question number 2, although aspirin apparently reduces the incidence of blood clots that lead to heart attack, what are the much safer substances known that work equally well or better? So, si aspirin reduces blood clots by inhibiting platelets, which help prevent heart attacks. However, ang excessive nga paggamit sa aspirin can irritate the stomach and cause bleeding and also cause aspirin toxicity. So, mo nang nay other drugs nga much safer or more effective than aspirin that also prevent clot formation. So, first on the list si clopidogrel. Clopidogrel is a P2Y12 inhibitor, belongs to thienopyridine class. So, it works equally well or slightly better than aspirin in preventing blood clots. So, it lower risk of GI or gastrointestinal bleeding. Second is ticagrelor, another P2Y12 inhibitor, belongs to cyclopentyl triazolopyrimidine class. So, it is more effective than kay aspirin in preventing clot formation. It also lowers gastrointestinal bleeding risk, same kang clopidogrel. Third is prasugrel, another P2Y12 inhibitor, belongs to thienopyridine class. It is stronger than aspirin sa pag-prevent sa clot formation. So if maggamit og prasugrel, since higher yung bleeding risk. So, since higher yung bleeding risk, if maggamit og prasugrel, mag-request siya og caution during use. And lastly, cangrelor belongs to P2Y12 inhibitor and non-thienopyridine class, and it is an ATP analog. It is very effective. So, this agent is fast-acting, short EHANG duration, which allows better control of bleeding risk. So, that's all for post-lab for experiment 8 aspirin. Thank you.